Hello, passengers of the cosmic intelligence. Welcome to Golden Angel Tarot. This is a timeless reading. But we are getting close to the pink moon in Libra. So the current energies we have are full moon and Libra. So if you are watching this close to the time I'm posting, then this is extra information regarding this reading. So I will be pulling 3 significator cards for you. So it will be pick a card, pick a deck reading again, 3 groups, and I will get extra guidance with my tarot deck or decks if I need to. If you follow me, you know I give signs, synchronicities, dates beforehand. So first sign was henna, as in both tattoo and as a person. So first, as a tattoo, it is, usually ladies use this to tattoo their hands. In some cultures, it is used for celebration, sometimes for protection, sometimes just for beauty purposes, cosmetic purposes, and you can use it for your hands, you can use it for your hair, etc. If you are familiar, you know what I'm talking about. But also with henna, I got this a feminine energy with long ginger hair was shown with white dress. So this could be maybe a spirit guide named Hannah, I don't know, or someone a feminine energy. It doesn't have to be, the name doesn't have to be Hannah, but with connection to that, this could be a relative, this could be someone you know, this could be something you're interested, someone. So this was another aspect. Then I was given Danny Minogue's Put the Needle on It song. So if you don't remember it, it's something like put the needle on it, put the needle on it, put the needle on it, all my freaks, yeah, something like that. It has a quite hot video clip, and when I was given this reading, the neon tarot deck of mine popped in my head, and as I was checking Danny Minogue's song and lyrics, it turned out to be a song from 2003, and the album turned out to be Neon Lights, hence the neon deck. And since it is the pink moon, the deck is pink, and also Danny Minogue, then I remembered, is Libra, hence the full moon in Libra. So all again energies come together. So neon colors and pink could be a sign for you or a synchronicity, and the stripes. So I was these colors, gray, pink, dark gray, bluish gray, could be or stripes, patterns, things like that could be your synchronicity. Usually with these signs and synchronicities, usually when it's around the time that you're going to experience the event or the message, you will realize it. Also, it doesn't have to be in real life. You can come across in social media. It could pop up as a message. You can see a picture, or it could be in the TV, in the movies, in a streaming service. So when I say neon, it doesn't have to, you don't have to walk in front of neon lights. You can see neon lights in a movie, for example. So that's how the signs, synchronicities, dates work if you are curious, as far as I know. If you know anything else, feel free to add. So these are our signs. So as I mentioned, this is going to be a pick-a-pile reading. We have 3 decks, 3 cards you can pick from. As usual, to save time, I drew the cards beforehand, the runes and the cards. So the first card pile deck is full moon in Scorpio, it's time to release negativity, and moon. So moon is about water signs, mysteries, things that will come out, or fears. And Scorpio is a water sign, so keep that in mind. Since it is Libra, this will be about relationships. So maybe something to do with the Scorpio archetype. This could be a passionate time of the relationship. Something might come out, something might cause jealousy or over possessiveness. And for the second card, full moon in Pisces, the second card is balance, spirituality and practicality, and water rune. Also water, Pisces is a water sign. Water is about emotions. Pisces, when is the archetype is in love, they are quite romantic. So this could be something to do with romantic relationships, but also Pisces is prone to illusion themselves. So the first thing I get here is maybe you have this problem with balancing the truth. What is the truth, or what is the romantic ideal in your head kind of energy? We'll see. And the third deck is new moon in Capricorn and the harvest rune. So it is quite fitting for Capricorn. Capricorn is a hardworking, disciplined archetype, talks about structures, and this also harvest rune talks about reaping rewards, achieving something, or getting something, reaching something, so achieving something. So this might be something to do with maybe a relationship going serious. A new moon, a new beginning, new chapter of your life. This could be also a partnership too. It doesn't have to be like a romantic thing, but the first thing I get is all romance, and since it is in Libra talks about diplomacy, beauty, being balanced. If you piss them off, they are quite imbalanced. So yeah, the beauty, the fashion, the artsy parts, so everything could be included in this. So I'll get extra guidance with my neon tarot deck, and if I need, I'll have other decks ready, and I will ask 4 questions and seek answers. Hopefully this will give you the messages that you need. I'll put a close-up picture of the decks so you can pause and check them out if you like. So let's start. Hello, pile 1. You've chosen full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity and the moon rune. So the first thing I get here is something to do with the Scorpio archetype. It's either like a toxic relationship dynamic going on, or maybe being possessive, but on a brighter side it could be what Scorpios are good, which area they're good. So you might have some hot relationship, hot chapter in your life that is coming. We'll see. Let's start. So what do we need to know about this pile? What is the further guidance? 8 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. So I think you're reaping the benefits of this passionate relations. And Knight of Pentacles. So bottom of the deck, 2 of Pentacles. So I think you will have a at first glance, what we have here is somehow with these relationships, partnerships, whatever it is, I think you are going too fast and you need to slow down. First thing I get here is, so I think you are quite passionate, quite dedicated to this, whatever this person, relationship, partnership is, but I think you need to slow down. That's what I get. Yes, so although you want to go like full speed, there is this slowing down aspect. I really strongly get this with your partnerships, with your relations, and you need to balance your emotions, I think. That's what I get. Yes. So, what is supporting you in this full moon? Okay, so being fast, being busy, acting head on will be supporting you. So it's not the time to, I think, when you asked what do we need to know about this, I told you to slow down. So whatever it is, that negative thing, negative toxic situation, whatever it is going on in your life, you need to slow it down and you need to go in full speed with other aspects of your life. So it's kind of a realigning your energy, focusing your energy to other areas is what I get. What is challenging you? What is challenging you? Okay, again, you need to be disciplined, you need to plan things, but some things need to go fast, and that could be a problem. So you are, we had this Two of Pentacles, so you're in between slowing down and going fast thing. Like, you need this delicate balance. Also, Libra is about balance, as you know. You need this balance of when to go, when to continue. Gas, brake, gas, brake. What should you release? What should you release? Oh, my back is burning. My back is burning. Transformation. Okay, so Knight of Cups. Again, Scorpio, we talked about Scorpio being a really emotional archetype, living your emotions, quite passionate, quite big scales. I think what you need to release is being too deep in your emotions, acting from an emotional state of mind. Instead, use the diplomacy, use the calmer side of Libra archetype. And what is your next step? What is your next step? So this is, again, alchemizing, finding the bridge, the balance between going fast and going slow, being all in, all out, being logical, being emotional. So this is what you will get with this Libra full moon or pink moon. And I think this will affect your home life maybe, but something with the stability. I don't know what it is. We'll see. So I'd like to get more on with this deck. So what else do we need to know about what is supporting you? So we said focusing on other aspects. What else do we need to know? Knight of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and Five of Swords. So Six of Cups. Again, being stuck in the past. Instead of being stuck in the past, you need to balance. See the Two of Pentacles here is balanced, and he's really calm. The energy is really calm. So you need to balance your emotional reactions and the things that doesn't serve you well. Maybe you're acting out of rage, and this is not the message of this moon. This moon is all about diplomacy and finding the middle ground. An Eight of Cups. So you need to walk away from that attitude. So what you need to focus on is, instead of the habits, the things that you also like, it's time to release negativity. Again, whatever that is not serving you, that is causing you toxic things, overly emotional things are also toxic. So that could be a problem. Okay. And what do we need to know about the challenge? So being disciplined, being practical about other aspects of your life. What else do we need to know? The Devil. Nine of Cups. Nine of Wands. So 9 could be synchronicity for you, extra for this pile. Bottom of the deck is Death. So again, challenging is the things that you feel stuck, the things that you feel you need to do. In this case, your toxic emotions, your emotions that are not serving you. Maybe anger, maybe jealousy, maybe revenge. I don't know, because Scorpio really lives in the high highs and low lows. So the challenge is you think you're being strategic, but you are stuck in your comfort zone with the things that you do. You want to keep doing that, but that is actually not serving you well at this particular time. So you need to work on that again. What should you release? We talked about big emotions, big reactions. Is there anything else we need to know? The Chariots. Ace of Wands. Ace of Swords. Woohoo! Okay, so Seven of Swords. Again, you all being in the head. We talked about, the moon rune, some things that are not visible to you, maybe coming out, might cause you these reactions. And I think in the name of things that you're passionate about, in the name of digging deep and researching, I think you are going too fast. Again, being too emotional, being too reactive, and jumping to conclusions could be a problem. And this is a fear that you have, like maybe you fear, because also we talked about jealousy, or you fear that you are somehow put in a fool. People making fool out of you is a kind of fear I sense here. So you should release that. I mean, yes, of course, be strategic, be smart about people, but in the name of being smart, don't cut through, again, big emotions. Okay, and the next step, what do we need to know about it? Four of Swords. Four of Cups, so 4 could be again another synchronicity, and 4 4. So something to do with being grounded. You don't have to change it completely, but I think for this time around this pink moon, this will be more beneficial. Queen of Swords. So Queen is again logical, vigilant, but logical, not reacting, overreacting. And here with again 8 of Swords. So I think there will be, you might feel like you don't have a movement here, a place of movement, of how can I say, a place to make your moves, let's say. And it might feel like that. You might feel the need to react, to act, to do things. But for this particular relation situation, whatever it is that you react with negativity or with this unnecessary patterns, or patterns that are making you sad or lower your frequency, you need to, like, when you wait, the info will come to you. I don't know if you're into spiritual things, meditation, things like that. So stillness, and here again this energy is like a 3. There are other 3s here, and like watching, observing. So you need to observe with a logical approach. Just watch and see what will come out, is what I get. And again, with the moon rune, it talks about things which might not be as it seems. Again, the value of observing and distinguishing between the reality and the illusion. And also mysticism, spiritual things, intuitive hits, maybe intuitive information you'll get. And again, we talked about water. Scorpio is a water sign, moon is also water, and it represents the 6th chakra, 3rd eye. So again, when you observe, the truth will come to you. You don't have to go get it, is what I get. And also, this is 11 somehow feels relevant right now, and the burn in my back feels relevant right now. So we talked about transformation, so something to do with transformation is what I get here. And analyzing, again, observing and analyzing, inner introspection could be this key here. And I'd like to take this, your significator card, also as an advice card. This card talks about letting your emotions out somehow, releasing negativity. It doesn't have to mean like go, pick a fight, do something negative. Again, whatever is making you happy, even meditation could be it. Talking about it with people you trust. If you have some fears or sadness around these situations. And also extra additional meanings are, it's time to move from living fearfully to living joyfully. So instead of being negative, stuck in negative, move towards a positive mind space. You are right to have your suspicions, it says. Again, we talked about moon and mysteries, something coming out. You observing, and truth will be coming to you. Grudges are toxic, let something go. It says the end of an argument. It says, so maybe somehow this will all go away if you have some sort of argument or some grudge between people, colleagues, friends, or loved ones. The teaching says the full moon in Scorpio has a sting in its tail. It can herald a vindictive end to a relationship. It can also be a time when we want to be good, but we're naughty. If you pull this card, no matter when, your dark side and your shadow self may be showing. So this was the reading. Good luck, friends. If you like the reading, feel free to hit the like button. If you like to follow more readings, feel free to subscribe. If you want to check other piles messages for the pink moon, feel free to check them out. Love and peace. Bye. Hello, pile 2. You have chosen full moon in Pisces, balance, spirituality and practicality, and water rune. So we talked about pink moon being in Libra, mostly about relationships, partnerships, all kinds of relations with people. So this could be a time, maybe you are too deep in your emotions and you are neglecting your responsibilities, or if it's about a person, maybe you are too deep in your emotions but you are not able to see the reality of the relationship or situation or partnership, or something that you cannot control. We'll see. So what else do we need to know? What is this situation telling us? Temperance. So again, balancing, something to do with your balance. 10 of Pentacles. Maybe you are too... Okay, let me pull the cards, then I'll talk. Moon. Four of Wands. And Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is Three of Swords. Broken hearts. Maybe you are not able to control your emotions, or where your focus, where your thinking flows. This rune talks about moon and water and dark moon. Number 7 is coming to me right now. 7 is a lucky number, a holy number, a spiritual number, again with spirituality and practicality. Something to do with you oscillating between your practical responsibilities and your family, your work maybe, and your emotions. Somehow it's not fulfilling you, and in order to make things right, maybe you are focusing too much on this, and maybe you need to let go. You need to let it flow on its own, in its own pace, is what I get. So in the name of stability, if you want to reach stability, I think there will be a point that you'll be really scared, really feel like you're at the bottom, but you need to balance it out. Maybe it's just a victim mentality, you know, nothing more. Maybe you're being too dramatic about it. Whatever it is, I mean, mostly I get this relations with the romantic or work or family, like some kind of losing track of your priorities is what I get. Or maybe you are overworking yourself and you're not focusing on your loved ones. Something like that. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna ask 4 questions and we will seek guidance and answers. So, what is supporting you in this situation? Okay, 8 of Swords. So, I think, what is this? Okay, I just wanted to show. I was gonna take 1 card, but I think you need to stop being dramatic about things. somehow you feel, like I said, emotional and like too focused on something emotionally, especially. It doesn't have to be a person, it could be your passion project or whatever, but you are unable to see some facts. You're not leaving yourself an area of movement, so you need to stop that. And what is challenging you? Okay, again, spiritually, practicality. I think laying foundations to something practical is a challenge for you right now, or will be a challenge for you right now. What should you release? Ten of Pentacles. I think the need to bottom of the deck is Six of Cups. Something to do with your legacy, your family, the emotional wounds that come from the family, something like that. That's what you need to release. Past experiences, trauma maybe. Maybe trauma is making you, putting you into this this victim mentality. So again, with the energies of the full moon in Libra, you need to find the middle ground between the emotions and between the logic, between practical life and between more spiritual aspects. You need to balance it out. And because Pisces archetype is also prone to running away from things when things get too serious, when their dreams are shattered, they're creative people, but they tend to tell themselves these stories, but when these stories don't come true, they have these big disappointments, or they have tendency to run from the real world. So that is what I get here. I'm going to take this one too. And what is your next step? What is your next step? What is your next step? Okay, Seven of Wands. So you gotta fight. You gotta fight for things that you care about, whatever it is. Maybe protect. Normally with the Hierophants, it is more about tradition and stuff, but I think this is, again, balancing a middle ground thing. Like, be traditional, but release things that are not making you feel good. But don't do that in a matter of like patterns, like learned desperation, learned victimhood. Usually these run in the families. You learn from your parents, grandparents. So I think you need to fight for the things that you want to create, whatever it may be. I'm gonna get extra guidance with my deck. So with the supporting thing, what else do we need to know? What else? Getting out of victim mentality, yes. Walk away from all these burdens, all these unnecessary emotions, and let people support you. Let your family, friends, co-workers maybe. I think this is something fundamental in the headspace. So again, mentality, we talked about mentality. So I think some things are not working for you. Maybe also with Pisces, sometimes you're prone to using some vices. Let's say, I don't feel I should be specific at the moment, but like you can guess, alcohol, substance abuse, like that, to run from the reality. I think you need to let people in, let your circle support you, and be discerning, and you will rise. Like, you know what you need to do. Just a little bit of mindset change is needed here with this full moon. Of course, like, we should evolve. We should always adopt new things for ourselves, better things for ourselves, but at this time being especially. And for the challenging, the practical aspects, starting practical things or laying foundations. What else do we need to know? Six of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Two of Cups, Ten of Wands. So again, taking responsibilities, maybe finding responsible people. Maybe you didn't have the support. Maybe you had this dysfunctional approach to emotions and things, or maybe you were not talking about your emotions in your family, and that's why you have this thing about being seen. Yes, this could be the reason why. I sense a lot of family patterns here. Not finding the right partnership, the support from people you expected it. What should you release is, we talked about this, past trauma, past traditions or stuck patterns. King of Cups. King of Cups as a shadow side is kind of manipulative. This could be you manipulating yourself too. It doesn't have to be other people. The Hermit. So isolating yourself, being overly emotional, and I think you are reluctant to make decisions. Maybe there's this, because we talked about releasing. Maybe you know what you need to release, but you're reluctant to take action, is what I get now, because it feels more comfortable to stick to it. What is your next step? We said fight for things that you want to create. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is a nurturing energy, grounded energy, creates discipline, like all Earth archetypes. The Moon. Take that step in spite of your fears, in spite of your illusions. Ace of Wands. Do that passion project. Meet that person. Just take that step. Page of Wands. Again, with the beginner's mindset, you don't have to do everything right at first. Baby steps. And Six of Pentacles. And again, we have this balance aspect to this. I also want to use your significator card as an advice card. This card talks about you're in a super romantic but not super realistic state, it says. So again, we talked about maybe you are not being able to control your emotions. Maybe you are overly emotional about some things, which is a family pattern, but you need to find these issues and work on it. Also, it says follow your intuition. It won't let you down. Again, for Pisces archetype is quite intuitive. So you will feel you already know what you need to do. At worst, this card can herald the end of a dream. I don't get the end of a dream thing, but like I said, completing this cycle of victimhood and getting into action mode. If it's a person, you think this is about a person. The person you are inquiring about is a soulmate. It says maybe you are dreaming about things, but it is time to move forward, put an actual plan into work. If this is someone you care about and you need to do something about it, then you need to put some realistic action or show your seriousness, that you're capable of taking responsibility to this person. It could be romantic, it could be a partnership, it could be work friends, whoever it is. And it says avoid substance abuse. We talked about the devil, the vices, so here again this card also gives that advice. And it says Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, so the full moon in Pisces symbolically marks endings. When the moon is full in Pisces, or whenever you pull this card, it's a time to dive deep into your emotions. Again, find those patterns. Practicality is at odds with the numinous Piscean energies that have no borders, so feel your way now. Psychic ability is heightened when the full moon is in Pisces, and soulmates now connect. It's also a time to send out your dreams to the universe, releasing your fears. We also, again, releasing old way of thinking is what I get here with the cards, and also the moon. So release your fears and move towards taking practical steps, it says. Also, what pops out for me now, since we talked about this change, Judgment is Pluto, unexpected changes. Tower is Mars, also again is the planet of action. So instead of being in the emotional state, you should move to the action state, get to the practicality. All this reading gives me this you need to move away from a little bit away from the depth of the emotions and more towards the practical life is what I get. So this was the reading. If you like the reading, feel free to hit the like button. If you like to follow more readings, feel free to subscribe. If you want to, if you feel drawn to other decks, other cards, feel free to check their messages too. Love and peace. Bye. Hello Pile 3, you have chosen new moon in Capricorn with the harvest rune. So this pink moon will be you getting results of your efforts, your endeavors, whatever it is. We'll see what it is about. And also this card wanted to show your commitment is being tested. So we'll see. I got the sense of something with the commitments. For Libra, usually it is about relationships, but we'll see. What do we need to know about this situation? Okay. Knight of Cups, Star, Knight of Pentacles, and Seven of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is Sun. Beautiful. So again, with the significator card, actually turns out we got it all. So your emotions, alchemizing them and making them, turning them into something tangible. Like I said, I strongly get this relationships, partnerships vibe, and also the theme is Libra. So Seven of Pentacles sometimes talks about thinking where or when to invest in, but with this concept, I think with harvest and all paying off thing, I think this is the man waiting to reap off. I mean, when we say man, a masculine energy, the one disciplined, creative, action-oriented, practical one, is waiting for the harvest. So again, whatever it is, I think you have used your emotions, used your intuition, and you moved towards a more tangible, you will move towards a more tangible result, is what I get here. I'm gonna ask 4 questions. What is supporting you? Emperor. So this could be an authority figure, this could be your boss, this could be someone you trust, someone who has Aries placements. Some authoritarian figure is supporting you, or maybe you supporting yourself, like you are in control, because also Capricorn is successful, authoritarian, disciplined archetype. So you can be this grounded person who trusts themselves. This is an authority figure. And what is challenging you? What is challenging you? 4 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups, bottom. What is challenging you? I think the first thing I got was this. I think you got, because again, Capricorn is a hardworking archetype, and also with Emperor is also responsible archetype. Again, hardworking, go-getter. So I think in the name of creating something tangible, some legacy, you had to make things out of nothing, kind of thing, is what I get. Like, you made your own fortune, you created. They didn't give you the opportunity. You had to create it yourself. And in those times, sometimes you had to be harsh. Sometimes you didn't have time for your emotions. You had to be precise, like an emperor. And maybe you made people, you might have felt like they're not supporting you. They are doing things behind your back, maybe. Or you did things in the name of making things happen that might have hurt people somehow, is what I get. I'm here, I don't get this someone who got hurt by, but you are the emperor. I think you gave this damage somehow. Yes, that's what I get. Or maybe in the name of making things happen, with the bottom of the 10 of Cups, and also 10 could be a sign or synchronicity for you, and 4 also, since it's the right time to say this. So 10s, ending something. Maybe you ignored your family or your loved ones, the people you care about, like overworker, overachiever, maybe something like that. Yes, That was the challenge. You didn't have the opportunities in order to make things happen. You had to overwork, you have to sometimes ignore the people you care about. But in the end, I think you are going to reap your rewards. What should you release? What should you release? Page of Swords, Three of Cups, Hierophant, the Devil, King of Pentacles. So what should you release is people. The bottom of the deck is Moon. I think people who act like your friends, but actually who doesn't do anything useful for you other than being a burden, is what I get. People who are dependent on you, or people who are leeches. I don't know how else to shortly explain this. Who suck your blood. People who suck your blood, sitting comfortable while you go get things, make things happen. They just have fun, and in times you need them, they're not around. Just good time friends, good day friends. Or it could be family too. I mean, people who are, and also Devil is Capricorn here too, in Saturn. So while you were facing these tough situations, trying to make things happen, these people were having fun, and they didn't mind you burning yourself out, putting yourself out there. And now it's time to release these toxic people, is what I get. What is your next step? And also shady people. Your next step is death, transformation, Scorpio, Pluto. Yes, I think you will release all this. You had hardships. You are going to reap the rewards, and in the process you have seen who is a friend, who is an enemy, who is useful, who is not, and this is a total transformation for you. Your next step will be being happy in your garden, enjoying your success, enjoying the things that you achieved, happiness, good health, loyal friends. Again, you worked hard for this, so you deserve to enjoy your life with people who are more caring, more nourishing, who give you joy, who were real friends, is what I get. Okay, so I'm gonna get extra. What is supporting you? Also, we talked about this person, but it could be you in being in control of all areas of your life. Could be that too. Okay. 10 of Wands. We have a lot of tens here. 10, 10, tens. 2 of Swords. So I think even though you had times that you were stuck, you carried the burden, carried the responsibility with flying colors. You have passed with flying colors. Also 10 of Swords here. I mean, this is end of a chapter. This is seriously like harvest, payoff. This is the time to end this cycle and reap of your rewards and from now on, I think you will have more joy in life. That's what I get. That's what I get. Okay. What is challenging you? We talked about lack of opportunities. Okay, 8 of Wands. So lack of opportunities. Sometimes maybe you were unable to move forward, take action, or they tried to prevent you from taking action. But again, as a Capricorn archetype, you are the magician. You still made things happen despite of circumstances and despite of these people. You're the star. You are the star. And what should you release is with these toxic people? What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? The Tower, see? Burn those bridges. Burn, destroy these foundations. They are no use to you. 5 of Cups. All they bring you is this fogginess, this misery. Let go of these people. I think you have come far away. Immature people, reluctant to take action, reluctant to make things happen, just observing from afar. Let them go. And for the next step, anything else do we need to know? Anything else? Queen of Swords. So you know, you have vetted people. You know who is your enemy, who is your friend. You will know who you give your attention, your focus. 7 of Pentacles. Who to invest in, and who to share your riches. And 5 of Wands. So these troubles, these hardships will only raise you. They can't take anything away from you. You earned it. You earned it. You rised above. 4 of Swords. Now it's time for you to enjoy. Enjoy, take those lessons. Knight of Wands. You are a go-getter. You are a doer. You are the best friends. I mean, I get this beautiful energy. You are an amazing person. You have done a lot. You need to be proud of yourself. I'm proud of you. And be proud of yourself. And don't let these suckers suck your blood anymore. You don't need them. Yes. So, I'm gonna take your significator card also as an advice card. This card says the guidebook suggests a new start for you professionally. You have seen all these tenths, end of a cycle, new moon, new beginnings. So whatever has been going on in your working life, this card heralds the start of a new and improved work cycle. If you're unhappy in your current job, this is the time to either renegotiate your position or look for something new. Whatever your question, whether work-related or otherwise, a new plan and strategy is called for. You need to take a look at the long term and think about where you want to be. Drawing this card suggests it's a time for you to be ambitious about whatever it is that you want to achieve. It says, I think you will reap rewards. So I think you're at the end of this reaping part. It says, for additional meanings, you need to be more disciplined to reach your goal. I think you already have that discipline. Hard work will make your dreams a reality. I think you're at that point. A very good omen for study or teaching, it says. Let me check. Yeah, maybe. I mean, with the Hierophant, it also talks about teachers or leaders. But I think maybe since there's no coincidence, I think maybe instead of these so-called figures or leaders around you, maybe it is time for an honest, hardworking people to take their place. Could be a small message. now that I'm getting it. Don't be too controlling and avoid anyone who is controlling again. I think it's okay to be here. I don't get this over-controlling, egotistical energy. I think this is someone who is in control of their emotions, their environment, disciplined, all areas of life. I think you know what you're doing. So, yes. So, the teaching is Capricorn is a sign of ambition, building, and hard work. The energy is solid and rigid. The new moon in Capricorn is a powerful lunation that comes towards the end of each year and makes arguably the best moment annually to make a list of your hopes, dreams, ambitions, and intentions for the year ahead. Pulling this card at any time suggests that with planning and discipline you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. So I think you have already achieved or will achieve these. Again, congratulations, friends. Be proud of yourself and enjoy your rewards. This was the reading. Feel free to hit the like button if you liked the reading. Feel free to subscribe if you want to follow more readings. If you want to check other messages, you can check other decks. Love and peace. Bye.